This is a letter to Hollywood.
AKA Hollyweird, AKA Tinsel Township.
What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all so much for being here. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. I ain't gonna lie, it has been a while since I did a podcast. It's been a couple weeks. It's been kind of hard on me, to be honest, trying to like balance work, trying to keep afloat in this economy, you feel me? And also try to balance, my dream and all that.
He's dreaming of chasing rabbits.
However, hard work does pay off. I just feel like having patience in this journey of life can really go far.
Really far.
I'm not complaining. However, it's been taking a toll on me not being able to do what I love every day. Like just going to work, going home, going to work, going home, like, and just being so tired to like even do a video. So I just want to say it's a pleasure to be here right now. And I truly hope you are doing well. The world has been... The world has just been the world, you feel me?
Let's make the world a better place.
Like, the world has never been perfect. However, we are seeing a different type of domino effect. So I'm not gonna get too much into it. I wanna get straight to what I'm gonna talk about today, and it's about Hollywood and like the evilness within Hollywood. And us growing up, we know like this industry that I'm going to be talking about today, it's a weird one. That's why they call it Holly Weird.
Going to Hollywood, California.
Yeah, let's get straight to what I'm going to talk about. You feel me? So thank y'all again so much for being here, and let's get straight into it.
Be sure to smash our like button and subscribe to our channel.
Do it! Just do it! I open up!
So this industry of Hollywood, we have dabbled with it since we were children, including the movies that we have watched, the music we have listened to, the video games that we've also played, and even the fashion that we embrace. And each of these gateways lead to one's vulnerability, which kind of makes it easier for them to program the masses to behave a certain way, to believe a certain way, to look a certain way, so on and so on.
It's what it is. They use the TV to program us.
Can you watch TV?
Before we move on to the segments that I made, some may ask who was the weird lady on the thumbnail. So her name is Michelle Lamy, and she's also known as the Witch of Hollywood.
I think she looks weird.
In this world of Hollywood, there is a hierarchy of people who have more power than others, and this lady right here supposedly has a lot of power. She is known to be a powerful witch who gained her power by selling her soul and influencing those around her through black magic. And again, some people are gonna think this is a very controversial topic, and that, like, I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of people who just kind of like tune out as soon as they hear witch and like dark magic and shit. But this stuff is true. Like, there is, unseen forces, and there's people who, are connected with these dark forces, but they have to sell their souls first. So we all know that. Well, the majority of us know that.
I did not know that.
It's interesting because a lot of people think that all this conspiracy about black magic and witchcraft is just there to scare people and to like, make people paranoid and whatnot. But I'm a strong believer that, the devil is real and he has his little workers, you feel me? And he influences those who are at their most vulnerable state, those who want fame and those who want to stand out. And there's people like Michelle Lamy who, wants to sell their soul. Some people might think that she didn't sell her soul. She's just weird like that, you feel me? That she looks the way she looks. But if you guys connect the dots, like, she makes a lot of weird hand signals, and she's always at these pop-ups with celebrities and people like Usher, and like there's like so many other actors and comedians and stuff. I kind of forgot all the names, but yeah, there's like a number of people I seen with her, walking around holding her hand and like all this weird stuff.
Hold my hand.
Some people might think, they're just being friendly, but I feel like, when you surrender to these forces, you have to show the people who's your master.
The unknown Illuminati master.
So basically what I'm saying is Michelle Lamy, some people think she's just like this person who's into fashion and all this, unusual appearances that she makes her people wear and stuff like that, because she has like a whole posse of people who follow her. She has like a large following. However, I'm not here to bash her. I'm just here to like
talk shit about people.
Talk about stuff, you feel me? So this is what this podcast is about, and I like talking about weird shit. So sorry, Michelle Lamy.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
My next bullet point pretty much emphasizes again that the evil forces, the devil, whatever you can call them, I don't know. There's always some type of name for these
Vampires.
type of soul seekers, if you know what I mean. They always go after people who of course have a lot of talent, you know, who can have a large following.
I do have a lot of followers.
However, these same people who have all this talent are usually living in poverty, are living paycheck to paycheck, you know, watching their families having to suffer and work these hard jobs.
I hate this job.
Like, just imagine you have this amazing talent and you know that you can be famous. And again, you're seeing your family suffering and you want to do anything to change, you know, the circumstance. And, you know, Hollywood being Hollywood, they see that you can be a big asset to Hollywood. So what do? They want you to sell your soul to them. And again, like I said, this might seem controversial. Not every single person who makes it into Hollywood has to sell their soul, but most oftentimes they do.
Why would you want to do that?
We gonna get fame, money.
You know, if they really want all the fame and such, you know, lavish life again, like you oftentimes have to do something that takes away your humanity. And, you know, being human beings, what makes us human is our souls.
I welcome the dead into my soul. I welcome the dead into my soul.
And I also want to say that the soul is something that is always being targeted day in and day out. Like truly in today's age, in 2024, you know, very soon it's going to be 2025. Well, I hope we make it that far with everything going on.
I hope I'll make it.
It's a battle over one soul. Like it's a spiritual warfare out there.
My soul is your soul.
Like everywhere you go, everywhere you look.
Baby, they are always watching.
Some may ask, why do I bring up Michelle Lamy? Like, what does she have to do with Hollywood?
Because she is evil.
I bring her up because she is someone that the higher ups use to influence those around her to sell their souls to her, you know, through the rituals that they do. Like, there's so much things being done behind doors that doesn't make it to the surface. However, there are those who have seen these rituals, and there's a lot of innocent souls that are in Hollywood that, you know, they're still connected to the light and they have to witness the weirdest of the weirdest stuff.
Ritual?
A bonding.
She has these little seeds of evil within her fashion shows that people don't even know what they're getting themselves into. But people are just doing it because they know that it will get them views and it will get them, you know, the highlights.
Highlight, contour.
All right, so this is the video that I want to watch with you guys right here.
Hold on to your bootstraps.
All right, y'all, so it's the very first video right here. Let's get straight into it.
This is the highest satanic priestess in all of Hollywood. Michelle Lamy is not just a designer, she is a demon among us.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was her last name was Lamy. I don't know. I heard someone say Lamy, but it's Lamy.
Salami. With her disheveled hair and smeared makeup, her dark, deep eyes with no window to the soul.
Puffing on that cancer stick.
Her skin, marked by henna tattoos, and her golden teeth give her an almost supernatural air, transmitting the darkness she harbors in her
wild.
being.
No lie, if like I'm working at like a coffee shop or something and she pull up, I'm not charging her ass because I feel like she'll just get mad at me and I'll just get in my car and all my teeth fall off or some weird shit.
What she has achieved in the world of fashion transcends the conventional. Her aesthetic is disturbing and senseless.
What the hell is even that?
With designs that seem taken from an underworld, something that practically no one would wear. Mixing colors for a dark look and chaotic shapes, each garment tells a story of ancient demons as she makes them as unique pieces. On several occasions, she has admitted to using animal skins that were given as an offering in the forest for her so-called spiritual retreats.
Oh, hell nah. So you're telling me this lady makes them wear fur and all these, you know, animal skins that have been used in demonic rituals? Like, what? Like, I'll be creeped out if they would have told me that. Imagine, like, you're not just putting on, you know, like I said, some clothing that you think is just made in a factory. You're wearing something that, you know, is carrying death, dark energy. And just imagine how that affects their mind. You know, it affects those around them and stuff like that. So again, this is what Hollywood does. They do it. They do weird shit under the table where like the person who is being involved, you know, within their work is not even aware what they're getting themselves into. Like literally, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. They're wearing clothes that have been used in, again, demonic rituals. So again, just want to emphasize that that's weird as.
Watch your mouth.
The fashion shows she organizes are rituals in themselves, carried out in cemeteries and abandoned places, where inexplicable events are reported. Some attendees have felt disturbing presences, as if what was once human had transformed into something else, something that resides in the shadows.
Hold on, let's go back to that. That was kind of weird. Hold on. Look at this lady's eyes. So I don't know if you guys know, but when someone's possessed or when someone has a demon within their essence, their pupils get dilated like that. So why is she doing this in her fashion shows? Some people just think it's art, it's fashion, you know, it's what people like. But no, it's like...
But she's like a fucking demon.
It's just right there in front of you. It shows you exactly what they're getting themselves into. So why are the younger generation watching this type of stuff or just having this enter the subconscious mind? Because a lot of this stuff you think you're just seeing and that's it, it's over. No, like once you start seeing all this type of stuff, especially on a daily basis, it starts to get into your subconscious mind and it starts altering people's mental state, and it really does affect people's lives negatively. So that's the reason why I bring her up.
Shadows. The models that parade are always people so unusual that they do not really seem to be from this planet. It is known from the mouth of Kanye West that when you enter the world of fashion, if you want to rise, you must make a pact with Baphomet, and first you must pass through the hands of Lamy.
Why she look like a character from Star Wars, like the last boss that you have to fight or some weird shit on Mortal Kombat? Like, look at that on her head. Like, imagine her coming at you like a bull. Like, you're screwed.
She introduces them to a world where the line between the human and the supernatural is blurred. Some young people, like Billie Eilish, have gone from looking angelic to adopting a macabre and dark style, all under the influence of this enigmatic designer. By wearing Lamy's clothes, these celebrities or models acquire a dark essence, which causes strange sensations and even changes the face of those who wear them. Did you see the petals fall?
Low-key getting goosebumps right now. Kind of weird. Hold on, my bad. I don't mean to talk. I don't know what he just said. Let me go back. Sorry.
Petals fall? Well, look where they fell.
Oh, he's saying look where the petals fell. Fell right on a baby, on an innocent baby. Like, what the hell? Weird, I'm telling you. They feed on the innocent.
I just want to say...
Thank you for being here.
Okay, guys, let's regroup.
Hollywood has long been a symbol of glamour, fame, and fortune. But beneath this shiny surface lies a darker narrative that some believe involves secret societies and sinister practices, which we just saw right now. But there's also some other weird shit that be happening behind closed doors that a lot of people can't even talk about, you know, on their podcasts or just in general, because the whole cancel culture and everything like that. And people are afraid of like losing everything they work so freaking hard for, you feel me?
No! Dear seekers of truth.
Oh, what's up?
So that's why I'm not trying to like get too controversial or say anything too extreme.
Because wow.
So anyways, occult rituals. A lot of people are aware of the occult rituals that are always being done, you know, in these weird secluded places where no one is at.
They could be hiding something down there.
Underground in some sort of holographic chamber.
Huh? A lot of people are aware that there are a lot of occult rituals being done when it comes to setting the scene, you know, like Ryan Garcia a few months back talked about the Bohemian Grove and all the naked people in general just running around doing weird rituals and shit. And doing stuff to children and all of that.
I want to join your club so much, I'm gonna eat a bowl of hair soup.
Pull it down.
I guess you guys can go home now.
No, we can't. Piper took our shoes.
Peel this banana.
Oh, I hate bananas. You know I hate bananas.
He hates bananas.
Yeah, he loves them.
He loves them.
Too much?
Can't get enough of them.
Using your feet.
Bananas are radioactive.
No tooth yet. A little bit. But we can only anticipate it.
Yo, can I get some help from people? I ain't finished yet. I ain't finished yet. Dude, take your socks off. You'll have more next year.
10.
Stop what you're doing. Go back to Hollywood.
There are those who do blood rituals, those who engage in taboo acts in which like summon these dark forces.
Recent reports have surfaced that Gibson has accused members of the Hollywood elite of torturing and killing children before drinking their blood in satanic rituals.
They immobilize and feed on the weak.
This accusation may be related to Gibson's known devotion to his faith. The allegation. While Gibson was in London, promoting his latest role in Daddy's Home 2, he described the entertainment industry elites as an enemy to mankind, who feast on the blood of innocent children. According to him, influential figures in the film industry thrive on breaking every God-given taboo known to man and get their kicks from destroying the sanctuary of children. They do not care about the welfare of the people. For them, destroying people's lives is just a game. The more suffering they can inflict, the greater the rush. Children provide them with a just sustenance. They feast on the pain and fear, and the younger, the better. These individuals adhere to their religion and draw moral guidance from it. It is not the kind of religious doctrine that most people are familiar with. They carry out holy rites that are ill and completely inconsistent with the moral principles shared by the majority of patriotic Americans. The worst part is that everyone wants in on it because it is an open secret in Hollywood.
Well, not anymore.
A lot of claims that certain individuals or groups use psychological manipulation to control others within the industry. You feel me? Like, for example, music in Hollywood can be used as mind control. Oftentimes, if you play certain songs backwards, they sound like weird demonic chants that summon evil or even hypnotize the minds of those listening.
How far can they control my mind?
Surprise, motherfucker!
In addition, Hollywood is just overall a system used to strip people's moralities.
A little lesson about morality?
If you guys just think about it, 20 years ago, the music that we listen to today and the movies that we watch today, it wouldn't be vile, blasphemous. Would you guys think that, you know, mainstream would allow us to listen to this type of stuff or watch these type of movies that we watch that have so much killing and gore?
This is an R-rated movie.
Who cares?
They know that there's going to be children and vulnerable minds and souls watching this filth. And I don't want to say that I don't watch like these movies that involve killing and all this weird stuff.
I was watching a movie here on TV, a horror movie.
You know, that stuff gives us thrill. We love seeing crazy shit. Because I'm pretty sure that you guys are aware of that proverb where it's like, hear no evil, see no evil, do no evil.
Hear no evil's back, huh?
So if you guys think about it, Hollywood takes advantage of that. They know that what people see on the daily basis is what they're gonna like most oftentimes become.
Who we become?
Depends.
Depends on what?
So the next part is exploitation. There are a lot of concerns about the exploitation of young actors and actresses, including predatory behavior and abusive relationships. You know, there's so many actors, young actors who are victims to this predatory behaviors. Like, it's so weird to think about that, you being young and your parents drop you off at acting school, and you know, there's all this weird shit going on and you just have to accept it because you want to be famous. And also Justin Bieber and P Diddy, like the whole allegation that came out with that.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
But wait! There's more!
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
I beg your pardon?
But, it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
It's a nightmare.
And we gonna go buck full crazy. Buck full crazy. Buck full crazy.
That kid was abused.
Yeah, who knows what else was done to him, but yeah, that's just another example of exploitation and how Hollywood just does whatever they want with whoever they want and don't get in trouble. But, you know, karma is a bitch and it will come back to bite you. So because Diddy has so much power in Hollywood, and so has other people such as Jay-Z and Beyoncé, their power in the industry allows them to exploit people, to exploit those beneath them and all that. There's even a conspiracy that Beyoncé and Jay-Z would eliminate their competition.
Eliminate.
Yes, you heard me. Eliminate their competition. Some people are going to be like, what? But just stick with me.
Just let me explain.
There are many people who believe that people such as Aaliyah, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, Tupac, Biggie, and others were killed by figures such as Diddy, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z to maintain their power in this hierarchical system of Hollywood.
Take a look at this.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. You thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. Thought that I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. Thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling.
Interesting.
Cause I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody. If I let this go, you can do nobody.
Again, some people are going to think that's crazy that Beyonce and Jay-Z and P Diddy are responsible for the death of Tupac, Left Eye Lopez, Aaliyah, and so on and so forth. If you think about it, Hollywood is weird and weird shit happens.
We get it.
So the next part is censorship and influence. So the idea that powerful figures can suppress dissenting voices or manipulate narratives in media. I can go into like this complete depth of what I'm talking about. However, just to save time, all I can really say is that
They are afraid of us.
there is a cancel culture out there. There are a lot of people who are being suppressed and being targeted for just talking about important things or shedding light on stuff that needs to be shedded light on, you know? Like if you say something that goes against Hollywood's narrative, you will not only lose opportunities, but you will also lose everything you work so hard for. And it also may cost you your life. So next part is selling souls. Metaphorical or literal interpretations of sacrificing personal integrity or ethics for fame and success. There are many people who would go the furthest length to deprave themselves, engaging in immoral acts that would honestly
Dave Chappelle explains why Hollywood contracts are evil.
Do you know why Prince, the famous rock star that was a friend of mine, do you know why he called himself the artist when he came back? He calls himself the artist because that's what they call us in our contracts. Oh, these contracts are crazy. You should hear the terminology they say in these contracts. To use your name and likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe. Who the fuck could possibly know what that means?
Facts.
Nobody does. It's so complicated, in fact, that when you're a kid like me, you have to hire somebody to tell you what that means. And you sit down at a table and you do the contract game.
This is actually really interesting because of that segment about exploitation. The way that they exploit people who are vulnerable, such as children who don't even know how to read contracts. And once they sign that contract, that's it. Like you literally have to fulfill it.
Contract.
People don't know what they're getting themselves into, and the way that they use words and terminology like he just talked about, it's just really interesting. Really interesting.
And that's how I got with Comedy Central. I signed a contract. But I signed the contract the way that a 28-year-old expectant father that was broke signs a contract. I was desperate, I needed a way out, and it wasn't good money, and it wasn't good circumstances, but what else am I gonna do, I said. And all these white people sitting at that table told me, trust us, Dave, it's a good contract. And I looked around the table and they all seemed to agree it was a good contract. But what if it was like that game of 3-Card Monte? What if they were all friends and I didn't know it? This fucking industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too bitches was trying to tell you about. But they hate the monster for how it fucks. And I hate that monster for how it eats. But my God, man, it's the same monster.
Monster, monster, monster.
I'm up here doing something that nobody else in this business has the balls to do. I'm telling you something that you need to know. I'm trying to explain to you what you're seeing. You don't understand what you're seeing. I am publicly flogging a network. And I know that this network niggas, they watching me and they saying, why are you doing this so publicly? Doesn't feel good to be flogged publicly. Oh, believe me, I know. I know exactly how that feels. When I quit my show, they said I was crazy. What was crazy about it? I just didn't want to do it anymore. They said I smoked crack. That's impossible. I was a devout Muslim. I didn't smoke or drink. But I do now, bitch, because you ruined my fucking life.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this wrong, but he said he quit that show because he was so tired of the way that they were having him represent. They had him, like, you know, doing a lot of crack, doing cocaine in front of kids, always scratching his neck, behaving in a way that kind of brings back the way black people were described in media.
This is America.
There's so many more examples and videos of people exposing Hollywood and people who are just coming out and like turning against those demons. It's just really interesting that people are waking up, you feel me? So I'm gonna end the podcast right here. I'm gonna end the video with something that Nick Cannon said about Hollywood. It's really interesting. So just want to say thank y'all so much for being here. I truly hope I didn't drag this one too long. It's a little late. I usually don't do videos this late, so I feel like I'm a little tired, and I feel like, you know, I could have did better breaking this video down.
And there's no excuse. No excuse.
But at the end of the day, you just gotta do it, you feel me? You gotta do it even when you don't feel like doing it, you feel me? So thank y'all so much for being here, and here's a video from Nick Cannon.
It's dark and demonic energy that this industry was built on, and people manipulate young women, they manipulate kids, and at the end of the day, it's all for the dollar and all to feed their ego. So I've seen some shit where you be like, that's just not right. Like, that's just, that person shouldn't be talking to that person. That person shouldn't be in the room with that person alone. When you're in this position to change people's lives, and you hold the keys to what they consider success, you see a different aspect of the person. People will do anything to achieve their goals, and then people will manipulate and misuse that energy to get what they want.